Hello, everybody. Daily Queer here, and I've got another what if scenario for you. What if Lionblaze became a medicine cat? Lionpaw had always known his destiny layer as a warrior. After all, he was good at fighting, and that's what mattered. He could defend his clan, chase out any rogues or invaders that threatened them, and keep everyone safe. He knew that was his destiny. His first fight was against a clanmate. Lionpaw had been out on patrol when he'd smelled strange cat scent. Though Ashfur had tried to stop him, he charged ahead and attacked his enemy, only to find out it was the lost deputy Greystripe and his wounded mate, Millie. That was when the seeds of guilt had first taken root. His next fight was against Shadow Clan. They had moved the border, tried to take territory away from his clan, and he was eager to fight for his home. The battle had been going well. He had fought off a few enemies when he'd noticed his sister Hollypaw pinned beneath the Shadow Clan warrior Smokefoot. Something had taken hold then, like a furious strength curled within his claws, and he'd nearly killed the young warrior. He would never forget the horror on Hollypaw's face. At night, when Hawkfrost and Tigerstar had come to Lionpaw, promising to train him, he had felt hope. He could learn to control his strength, to fight better without losing himself to whatever seemed to take hold. Heatherpaw, an apprentice from WindClan, was even willing to be his friend. They met up at night, playing and training together, and for once, Lionpaw felt seen. That is, until Heatherpaw became Heathertail. It felt like he was alone again, left behind, and he told Heathertail as much. She snapped at him, and he snapped back, but instead of words, he had used his claws. Heathertail had fled the tunnels. Lionpaw had felt torn with guilt to see the pain in her eyes and the blood on her muzzle. After that, Lionpaw kept to himself. Hawkfrost and Tigerstar were his only friends, and even his siblings, Hollypaw and Jaypaw, grew distant. Even when they traveled to the mountains to help the tribe of Rushing Water against rogue invaders, Lionpaw pushed them away. The battle came, and he used all the knowledge Hawkfrost and Tigerstar had given him, but it was no use. The skill he fought with turned bloody as the battle-hungry rage welled inside of him. It took Brambleclaw pulling him away from a fleeing enemy to realize the fight had already been won. He hated the worry that shone in his father's eyes. Jaypaw told he and Hollypaw that evening about the prophecy. Lionpaw felt bitterness welling up inside of him. His fighting skills, the rage that took hold, it was supposed to be a power to help his clan, but it only felt to him like a curse. His paws could never protect his clanmates if all they did was nearly kill any cat he fought. It was then that he knew what had to be done. Lionpaw went to Leafpool and asked to be her apprentice. Every cat was shocked by his decision, but he was unwavering in his choice, and Leafpool accepted the change. Under her guidance, Lionpaw learned to heal instead of harm. His claws could delicately pick leaves from a pile, or strip berries from their branch. He could heal wounds instead of cause them, bring cats from the brink of death instead of send them there, and day by day, his confidence grew. Eventually, Leafpool named him Lionblaze, Medicine Cat of ThunderClan, and he'd felt pride swelling in his chest. He'd finally found his place, somewhere his curse couldn't haunt him, and yet he knew one day he would have to fight again. A prophecy was a prophecy, after all. When the Dark Forest invaded, Lionblaze knew it was time. These invaders didn't deserve the mercy of the Warrior Code, and for the first time he fought without restraint. The rage that fueled him was intoxicating and terrifying all at once, but the power of the stars held in his paws was enough to help save the clans. The battle done, Lionblaze felt something shift inside of him. It was over, the prophecy fulfilled, and for the first time in his life, he felt free. No rage coiled in his claws, and a weight felt lifted from his chest. He was free, and he could finally be the medicine cat he knew he was destined to be, without the guilt he'd held for so long. And that'll do it for this what if. This one's been a brainworm for a long time. I just think Lionblaze is so boring as is. He hurts so many cats with his power and just never seems to give it a second thought. He fight good and no get hurted, and that's all he gets. So I wanted to give him more than that. What do you guys think of this one? If you have what if scenarios you'd like to see, leave them in the comments below and I might do a video on them. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you next time.